Ethereum just surged over 19% in a day, breaking through multiple resistance levels. So where does ETH go next? $2,500, $3,000, even back to $4,000. In this CryptoPulse deep dive, we'll break down Ethereum's price forecast across short-term, mid-term, and long-term timeframes, using simple, beginner-friendly language. No jargon, no hype, just real insights. If you're investing in ETH, or just trying to understand where it's heading next, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Before we jump into the charts, let's do a quick refresher. Ethereum is more than just a cryptocurrency. It's a platform, a foundation for smart contracts, decentralized apps, and NFTs. It powers everything from DeFi to Web3. If Bitcoin is digital gold, Ethereum is the digital economy. Its token, ETH, is used to pay for transactions on the network, and it's what investors buy and trade. Now that you know why Ethereum matters, let's look at what the price action is telling us. As of right now, Ethereum is trading around $2,340. It's up over 19% in the last 24 hours. A huge move. Volume is strong. MACD and RSI indicators are pointing up. We're seeing big interest return. So what triggered this? ETH bounced from a low of around $1,385. A key support level that held. It's now above major moving averages like the 5, 10, and 20-day lines. That's bullish. On the monthly chart, we can see a longer-term recovery in motion. But how far can this go? Let's zoom in and take it time frame by time frame. Let's start with the short term. What could happen in the next few days to a week? Here's what the charts tell us. On the 4-hour chart, ETH is clearly in breakout mode. It's hugging the upper Bollinger Band, which means momentum is strong. MACD just flipped bullish, and the volume is confirming this move. But we also see a fast rise, and that can lead to a quick cool down. Short-term price target, $2,500 to $2,650 if momentum holds. Support zone, around 2,070. If ETH falls below that, expect a short dip before the next push. This is a good range for swing traders, but caution is key. ETH moves fast, both up and down. Now let's look a bit further. The midterm, meaning the next 1 to 3 months. ETH was in a downtrend for a while. We saw it drop from 4,100 to 1,385. A massive correction. But now, we have a clear reversal signal. Price is moving back above weekly moving averages. MACD is turning up. That's a shift in momentum. Volume is growing steadily, week after week. This tells us that buyers are returning, and many investors who were waiting on the sidelines are jumping back in. Midterm price target $2,900 to $3,200. Key resistance levels, $2,650 and $2,900. If ETH can break these, it could open the door to even bigger gains. Support zone, $2,150. If we stay above that, the uptrend remains intact. Let's zoom all the way out to the long-term picture. What could happen over the next 6 to 12 months? ETH hit an all-time high of nearly 4,865 back in 2021. Since then, we've seen a long downtrend, but the macro structure is shifting. Here's what we're seeing on the monthly chart. MACD is flattening and bottoming out. That often signals the end of a bear market. The Bollinger Bands are starting to tighten, and ETH is pushing against the midline. Price has reclaimed the 2,300 zone, which used to be a major resistance. That's now acting as support. What's next? Long-term price targets, 3,600 to 4,100 plus. This is realistic if the recovery trend continues and we see institutional support return. Major support, 1,900. If that breaks, ETH could revisit the 1,500 range, but that's looking less likely for now. ETH is rebuilding strength, and if Bitcoin continues its upward momentum, ETH will likely follow. As always, no forecast is perfect. Here are the risks that could impact Ethereum's path. Regulation. Governments may impose stricter rules on Ethereum-based tokens and apps. Gas fees. If ETH network fees rise again without scaling upgrades, adoption could slow. Macro events. War, interest rate hikes, or stock market crashes can pull ETH down too. Bitcoin correlation. ETH still follows BTC. If Bitcoin crashes, ETH likely dips too. That's why it's important to focus on long-term trends and not panic over short-term moves. So what does this all mean for you? Here's a breakdown. Short-term traders, you might look to buy dips above $2,070 and aim for that $2,500 plus target. Use stop losses and stay alert. Mid-term holders, consider accumulating as long as ETH holds above $2,150. Look for confirmation around $2,900. Long-term investors. If you believe in Ethereum's tech and future, this might be a smart accumulation zone before the next bull cycle. $2,300 is still far from its $4,800 all-time high. And remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. To wrap up, Ethereum is recovering strongly, with all signs pointing to a potential trend reversal. In the short term, ETH could break $2,500. In the midterm, $3,200 is in sight. And in the long run, $4,000 plus may not be far off. It's an exciting time for ETH, but only smart, patient investors will benefit. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to CryptoPulse for more easy-to-follow crypto insights. Deep dives, real analysis, always objective. Drop a comment below. What's your Ethereum price prediction for 2025? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.